Good evening once again, and welcome back to Cricket Beyond Cancer. If you're just joining us now, you're coming after 9 hours, and I apologize because I had some technical issue. And the game is nicely poised here at Baroda. Mumbai Indians are 68 for 1 after 9 overs. They were put into bat by RCB. We have already seen how the surface is asking questions, that black soil wicket with trimmed grass offering moments of grip, a bit of uneven bounce, and enough pace to keep batters honest. Shot selection and discipline have been absolutely key so far. The bowling side has done a tidy job in the power play, hitting those hard lengths and keeping things tight, while the batters have had to work hard for every run. Plenty of intent, but also plenty of respect shown to the conditions. So, as we head into this crucial middle phase, this is where the match could really be shaped. Can the batters start to build momentum without throwing it away, or will the bowlers continue to squeeze, force mistakes, and keep that pass score in check? Stay with us on Cricket Beyond Cancer. The next few overs could define the direction of this contest. Kindly like, subscribe, and comment. So, after 9 overs, Mumbai Indians are 68 for 1 and they have taken a timeout. Natskiver Brunt is very evenly poised at 29 runs of 23 balls, hitting 4 boundaries, while Haley Matthews is also around 28 runs of 24 balls, hitting 4 boundaries. These two are slowly building a partnership, but it's time they press on the accelerator to go past behind the par score and put up a great total for RCB. So the game is set at Baroda. Dew has been a massive factor at this venue, and that's reflected straight away at the toss. RCB's Smriti Mandana didn't even hesitate to opt to bowl, backing conditions to ease later under lights. She spoke about learning quickly, reading past scores, and understanding situations, vital in a tournament where the wicket seems to wear a different face every match. Stay with us on Cricket Beyond Cancer, where every delivery has a story and every moment reminds us why this game, like life, is all about adapting, fighting, and moving forward. Let's get ready for live action. And kindly excuse for the technical glitch today. We'll ensure we'll be on time from tomorrow. The only wicket to fall was of Sajeev Sajana, who fell for a run the ball 7 as she was trapped in front by Lauren Bell. It was a full and straight length delivery, and Sajana played it across and tried the flick, but she was trapped plumb. So here we are. Radha Yadav comes into bowl. Beautifully flighted delivery, and Haley Matthews hits it down to long on for 1 run. RCB will be hoping to put the demons back of the last game and get back to winning ways as they head into the crucial stage of the tournament. They have already qualified, but still they would like to carry that momentum. Radha Yadav bowls it short, and Haley Matthews cuts it to the point region for a beautiful boundary. The ball goes past the sweeper cover region. She shifted her weight to the back foot, and that's been nicely cut to the sweeper cover region. Radha Yadav once again running in. She's bowling in short once again, but this time Haley Matthews has pulled it to long on for a 1 run. The current partnership between these two has been 58 of 43. Radha Yadav to Brunt. Oh, she bowls it straight to the wicket, and Brunt taps it back to the bowler. No run. Once again, Radha Yadav comes in. Haley Matthews strides forward, and she drives it to the long off region, and it will be one run once again. Natskivier Brunt has been prime form. She holds the orange cap with 250 runs in 6 games. Well bowled by Radha Yadav, and Haley Matthews can just tap it to the long off region for yet another single, and that'll be 8 of the over. And RC and Mumbai Indians are 76 for 1 after 10. Nadine D. Clark has come into the attack. Haley Matthews got a single of the first ball, and Nat Skevier Brunt has smashed the six of the second ball. This is the first six of the evening. It was a slow delivery, and she's launched it over deep mid wicket for a huge six. D. Clark, or she's bowled a short of a length delivery, and Brunt has pulled it once again, this time off her front foot, and that'll be a boundary. D. Clark to Brunt, and that'll be single to deep mid wicket region. Nadine D. Clark to Matthews. Once again, Matthew flicks it to deep mid wicket region, and that'll be a single. Okay, that'll be 13 runs off the over as Matthews get a single of the fifth delivery, and she bowls a dot to Brunt of the final delivery. So Mumbai Indians are 89 for 1 after 11 overs. So the playing 11 for Mumbai Indians today, they have a change. Amelia Kerr is back as Carey is injured. So Harmanpreet Kaur, Sajeevan Sajana, Hayley Kirsten, Natskivia Brunt. Shriyanka Patil is brought back into the attack. She's bowling from around the wicket. Haley Matthews tries to hit it to long on region, but a diving Shriyanka Patil and the batsman can manage just one run. And to continue, we have Rahila Firdos, Amanjit Kaur, the all-rounder, Sanskriti Gupta, who was impressive, Vaishnavi Sharma, Poonam Kemnar, and Shabnim Ismail. Shriyanka Patil this time to Natskivir Brand. Oh, she swept it once again to deep mid-wicket region for yet another boundary. She's continuing to pile the accelerator. She's on 46 of 31, just one hit away from a beautiful half century. Once again, it's the same shot and it brings in the same result. And Natskivir Brunt has reached a well played half century of 32 balls. And Hallie Matthews congratulates her and the team acknowledges her innings. That's a well constructed innings. 50 of 32. And she brings up her 12th 50 in her WPL career. No wonder Brunt is on a hunt. And with a must win game for Mumbai, she's leading the charge. Once again, Brunt goes over the top and she beats the mid-off fielder and it grunts into the boundary for yet another four. Shanka Patil has been extremely expensive today. "13 runs of the over and two more balls to go. Xavier Brunt is taking the charge. Shanka Patil runs in once again. Once again, Brunt sweeps it, but this time straight to the deep square leg fielder, and that'll be just one run. Shriyanka Patel bowls it outside the off stump, but Matthews goes over the cover regions, and that'll be a four at the long off region. This has been a very crucial over for Mumbai Indians. 18 runs have been scored off it, and Mumbai Indians have raced to 107 for 1 of 12 overs with a current run rate of 8.92. Radha Yadav has been brought into the attack, and there's no one stopping Brunt. She sweeps it once again, this time, and that'll be four again. Great shot by Natskivia Brunt. She's extremely good in sweeping it to the mid wicket region, and she has beaten Arundhati Reddy in the boundary. Radha Yadav bowls it well outside the off stump, and Brunt latches onto it and gracefully hits it over the covers, and it'll be yet another boundary. Radha Yadav once again, she sweeps it, oh, but that's taken a top edge and it runs to the third man region, and the batters easily complete 2 runs. Well, Haley Matthews and Brunt have completed a 100-run stand of 60 balls. That's pretty impressive. I think at this rate, RCB will be looking to chase somewhere close to 200 to 210. If Mumbai Indians continue to go at the same pace, 103 of 64 balls, the second wicket partnership. Radha Yadav. And once again, Brunt sweeps it to the deep mid wicket region for yet another four. She's playing a wonderful knock here for the Mumbai Indians. And Mumbai Indians are 123 for 1 after 13 overs. The Bangalore bowlers are not learning here. They are bowling it into the pads and bowling it into the strength of Brunt, who is extremely aggressive with the sweep shots in the deep mid-wicket region. They either have to bring in a protection there, extra protection there in the deep mid-wicket region, or bowl it well outside the off stump, away from her radar. Arundhati Reddy is back into the attack. Oh, that's edged. And for the third man region for Haley Matthews. Haley Matthews is slowly inching towards a 50. She's on 46 of 33. That four was pretty unlucky. Lauren Brell put in a dive to stop it, but unfortunately the ball went past her. Arundhati Reddy runs in once again. Oh, and that'll be 50 for Matthews. That's yet another four for Haley Matthews. And that brings up her 50 of 34 balls. It was a full pitched outside delivery, and she went with the drive. I think it went past the mid-off fielder. It probably could have been a catch, but the ball was hit too hard. It just went over a leaping Smriti Mandana at mid-off, and that'll be 50 for Haley Matthews. Oh, poor ball from Reddy. She's straight down the line, and that'll be five wides. That'll be five wides. Matthews tried to move away, and Reddy tried to follow her, but unfortunately, she's done too much and straight down, and that'll be five wides. Haley Matthews, short of a length delivery from Reddy, and she pulls it, but on the bounce, the deep square leg, and the batters get a single. Mumbai Indians are 137 for 1 after 13.3. Arundhati running in. Oh, well bowled delivery. She's unlucky once again. It catches the outside edge, and the ball runs away to the third man region for yet another boundary. It's been that sort of a day for Reddy. She's been extremely unlucky. She's bowled some good deliveries, good lengths, and good lines. But when it's not your day, nothing goes your way. And Brunt and Matthews have been capitalizing. Arundhati Reddy angles this delivery into the stumps, but Brunt flicks it to deep wicket, and they get a single. RCB lead the points table with 10 points, with just one loss, which came against Delhi Capitals, while DC are in second position with 6 points. Gujarat also are in 6 points with the third place. Arundhati Reddy to Haley Matthews. She taps it to the long off region, and that'll be one run. And that'll be 20 of the over. An expensive over for RCB and Arundhati Reddy. And Mumbai Indians are 143 for 1 after the 14 over. With Amelia Kerr and Harmanpreet to come, I think Mumbai will be aiming to go past 200, 210 with the platform Haley and Natskivier Brunt have set for the batters to come in. Lauren Bell has been brought into the attack, or she's gone for the slower one, but it ends up in being a full toss, and Haley Matthews drives it to the boundary. Lauren Bell running in once again. This time, oh, that won't be called wide. Haley Matthews moves across the stump, but the ball was way outside the wide line. But because she had well moved a long way across the stump, it'll be a legal delivery. No run. Haley Matthews smiles, looking at the brain fade moment that she had. Lauren Bell running into Haley Matthew. Oh, she grows across the stumps, and Lauren Bell has castled her between the legs. The ball goes through her legs and crashes into the stumps, and that brings an end to a wonderful innings by Haley Matthews. And it's once again Lauren Bell who has broken the shackles and will try to bring RCB back into this game. Unfortunately, the ball hit her legs and then crashed into the stump, and Lauren Bell jumps with ecstasy. Lauren Bumples pumped, and she will be hoping that one wicket brings two, and so will be RCB. That was a crucial breakthrough, and that brings an end to the wonderful partnership of 131 runs of 73 deliveries. Mumbai Indians are now 147 for 2 of 14.3, and Haley Matthews has departed, bowled by Lauren Bell. 56 runs of 39 balls, which included 9 boundaries to the fence, with an impressive strike rate of 143.59. The Mumbai Indians skipper Harmanpreet Kaur walks into the middle. A foolish delivery around off. Harmanpreet Kaur defends it gracefully to cover region. Lauren Bell bowls yet another tight length. Harmanpreet Kaur taps it to the cover and scampers through for a single. Matthews actually shuffled across the stumps, tried to heave the ball to the fine leg region, but the ball squeezed through her legs and crashed into the stumps. Lauren Bell with the final delivery of a spell. Oh, that'll be well. She tried a slow one yet again, and that'll be wide. Lauren Bell once again an off-pace delivery, which is well outside the off stump, and Brun dabs it to extra cover, and that'll be one run. And Mumbai Indians are 150 for two after 15 overs. The run rate is 10, and they will be hoping to maximize it to 200 by the end of the 20th over with the amount of power hitters that they have. Sayali is back into the attack. She's bowling it full and into the stumps, and Brunt hits it to long on region for one run. Harmanpreet Kaur. Oh, she smashed it. That's a six. The ball clears long off and sails into the stands, and that'll be six. Beautiful stride from Harmanpreet. The ball was full and outside the off stump. There was width, and she cleared her front leg and smashed it. Sayali to Harmanpreet. Low full toss. Harmanpreet misses out on the, and she's hit it straight to the extra cover, and that'll be no run. Harmanpreet Kaur slices the ball to the cover point region, and Nadine misfields, and that'll be two runs for Harmanpreet. Harmanpreet Kaur, beautiful, beautiful ball for Sayali. Once again, it's in Yorker, and Harmanpreet Kaur can manage it to extra cover region, and that'll be no runs of this delivery too. Once again, a very foolish delivery. Harmanpreet tries to swing hard, but misses the ball. It'll be no runs. That is a well bowled over, and she has come back strong in the second half of the over. Sayali has given 9 runs, and the Mumbai Indians are 159 for 2 after 16. And that'll be a timeout. Mumbai Indians will be looking to go past 200. The partnership of Brunt and Matthews was something that set the stage for Mumbai Indians in this game. They started the innings very cautiously and then pressed the accelerator when required. Lauren Bell has broken Hallie Matthews, and RCB will be hoping to get a control of this game, and they will be trying to restrict Mumbai Indians to around 190 or 185, which will give them a mental advantage when they come back to chase. Nadine Clark is back into the attack. Once again, a well bowled Yorker outside the off stump, and that'll be a dot ball. RCB have reinforced their fielders in the deep mid wicket region for Brunt. Once again, full outside off, and one bounce to deep mid wicket region. That'll be one run for Brunt. One run for Harmanpreet Kaur outside the off, full toss. She drives it straight to the sweeper cover, and she's missed out on the full toss. Clerk to Brunt, and that'll be wide. She's trying to bowl it away from the bowler, and she misses the line outside the off stump, and that'll be wide. Clerk to Brunt. Oh, she knew it. She was going to bowl a Yorker line length outside the off stump, and she reverse scoops it or reverse laps it to the boundary in the third man region. Well anticipated by Natskivier Brand. Declared to Natskivier Brand. That'll be one run to long on. Oh, Nadine de Klerk has sprayed down the leg side. That'll be full toss on the legs. Harmanpreet Kaur hits it to the deep square region. Oh, brilliant fielding by Radha Yadav. She keeps the batters for just 2 runs. A wonderful dive from Radha, and she saves a boundary. Nadine de Klerk has sprayed it on the pads, and that was a brilliant fielding by Radha Yadav. Mumbai Indians are 169 for 2 after 17, and Nadine de Klerk has one more over left in a spell. Sayali to continue. No run. Natskivier Brand. I think the batters will try extremely hard to press the accelerator. She's driven it straight to the cover point. So that'll be a dot ball. Sally to Natskivier Brand. That is one run in the long on region. Oh, that'll be 2 runs. A misfield. And that brings in two runs for the batters. Misfield by Georgia, and that'll be 2 runs. The fielder does not collect it clearly, and the batters make use of the opportunity and scamper back for the second run. Oh, wait a minute. The umpires are checking if there was a run shot. Harmanpreet Kaur, I think that should be fine. Oh, I guess she hasn't grounded the bat. This could be no. She has. That will be 2 runs. Brilliant shot by Nat Brandt. She's hit it over the cover region. One bounce into the boundary for 4 runs. She moves away, makes rooms for herself, goes inside out, and that is a beautiful, beautiful shot. A well placed shot over the extra over region. No chance for the fielder there. Sayali Sadgare once again runs into Brandt. Oh, this is his ball has been bowled into the stumps, and she tries to hit it, but all she can manage is one bounce to long on, and that'll be 1 runs. Skevier Brunt is closing near to her 100. She's on 90 of 51 deliveries with 14 fours and 1 6 with an impressive strike rate of 176.47. Sayali, oh, she's bowled a full toss with no fielders in the deep on the offside, and Harmanpreet gracefully hits it over the offside region for a boundary. That was an error by the bowler. She's has her field set deep into the leg side, and she's bowled a full toss extremely outside the off stump, and that's a gift. And Harmanpreet easily manages to hit over the field, and that'll be 4 runs. Oh, Sayali has done the error once again. Once again, it's a full toss, and the skipper Smriti won't be impressed with her. And it's the repeat of the same thing. Harmanpreet hits over the offside, and that'll be a beautiful, beautiful boundary. It was a gift once again from Sayali. She has been erratic in this over. 15 runs of the over, and Mumbai Indians are 184 for 2 after 18. Nadine D. Clerk back into the attack. Brilliant Yorker once again. Backward point, no run. Clerk has been bowling the Yorkers very well outside the off stump. I think Brunt will be aware of this. Maybe she might go for the reverse lap once again. Oh, she's bowled a half volley, and Brunt has smashed it through the covers for a beautiful, beautiful 4, and she's raced to 94 of 53. RCB have been leaking runs in the end, and Mumbai Indians capitalizing on the error from the bowlers. Low full toss once again, but all Brunt can manage is 1 run. Nadine Clerk to Harmanpreet. Oh, she's hit it straight down the ground. And Georgia Wall will take the catch at the long off region, and that brings the end of the skipper. Harmanpreet Kaur caught Georgia Wall, ball Nadine D. Clerk, 20 of 12 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. An easy catch for Georgia Wall. The ball was there to be hit, but it travelled straight into the hands of Georgia. The new batter in is Amanjot Kaur, the all-rounder. Good ball, 1 run to deep mid-wicket. D. Clerk with the final delivery of a spell. Once again, a Yorker length delivery outside the off stump. But the class of Brunt, she squeezed it to the point region and it races to the boundary. And a diving effort by Arundhati Reddy in vain. That'll be 4 for Brunt, and she's moved on to 99. 1 run away from the century, the first century in the WPL. Many batters have gotten out in the 90s, 99. Will Brunt make history today? Will she be the first batter in WPL history to notch up a century? With 1 hour to go, I think Nat Skevier Brunt should definitely get that 3-figure mark. She's played extremely well today. Shreyanka will have to bowl the final ball over of the day of RCB's innings. Amanjot Kaur smashes it past the bowler. Is it going to be 4? Oh no, that's a diving stop from the fielder. And she has restricted the batsman to 2 runs. Wonderful, wonderful effort and commitment from the fielder there. Who is it? Oh, it's Georgia Wall. Beautiful effort. A full-length dive, and she saved 2 runs for the team there. Hats off to her commitment and dedication. That was a full-fledged dive. Shreyanka once again to Amanjot. Amanjot goes to the right, and the batsman scamper for 1. Will Brunt be run out? Oh, it's close. No, she's managed to get in. That was scary. Brunt makes in time into the crease. It almost looked like yet another batter getting out on 99. It was as if like it was jinxed, but fortunately Brunt makes it, and that's a huge, huge sigh of relief for her teammates in the dugout. Everyone was so tense there, but she manages into the crease. Here it is, Skevier Brunt. Is she making history? Oh, that spun into the pads. She tried to sweep there, but misses out, and the ball hits the pad. It's going down leg, and that'll be dot ball. Shreyanka Patil fires it into the stumps, into the pads. 3 balls to go. Shreyanka running in. Bowls it, and Brunt hits it to the long off region, and that's history there, folks. That's history there. The first batter in WPL history to get a century. Finally, after so many batters getting out in the 90s and 99, Natalie Skevier Brunt from England is the first batter in WPL history to get to the 3-figure mark. A well played century. A century of 57 balls, and she deserves all the applause from her teammates. She takes off her helmet and the celebration continues. What a well played knock. What a well played knock. Wonderfully played. And her teammates give her a standing ovation. Shreyanka Patil. Oh, she fires it into the stumps. That's well bowled, quick and fired into the stump. Amanjot Kaur backs and tries to cut it, but it's a Yorker leg delivery and she misses it, and the stumps are cancelled. Amanjot Kaur has to depart off for a runner ball 4. One ball to go, and the Kiwi batter Amelia Kerr comes out to the middle. The Mumbai Indians have changed the lineup, and Amelia Kerr is coming down the lineup today. She's replacing Carey. She's been out of form lately, but Amelia Kerr is a wonderful, wonderful all rounder. As we all know, she's a match winning player. Final ball of the innings. Can they get to 200? Amelia Kerr hits it to the long off region. One bounce to the fielder. All they can manage is one run, and that'll be 199 for 4 of 20 overs. The target for RCB will be 200, and Nats Xavier Brunt is being applauded by everyone in the ground. The RCB team is coming together to applaud Nats Xavier Brunt for the wonderful, wonderful innings. She scored 100 not out of 57 balls with a strike rate of 175.44, which included 14 fours and 1 6, which has taken Mumbai Indians to 199 for 4 in the very, very crucial match for them. And RCB will have to break the demons of the previous game which they had against Delhi Capitals to chase this mammoth total of 200, the 200 mark. For RCB, Lauren Bell was the pick of the bowlers with an economy rate of 5.2. She picked up 2 wickets, giving away only 21 runs in her quota of 4 overs. Sayali Satgare, though bowled good overs in the start, was very, very erratic in her final over, and she went for 42 runs in her spell. Arundhati was a bit unlucky with a couple of edges running down the boundary, and she finishes on 36 of 3 overs. And Nadine D. Clark bowled some good Yorkers, but she finishes on 1 for 40 off of 4. Shreyanka Patil was expensive. She gave 34 runs off for 3 wickets and picked up Amanjot Kaur in her final over. And Radha Yadav was taken apart, especially when Nats Xavier Brunt and Haley Matthews with their sweep shots against the left-hander bowler. And she finishes with 24 runs off of 2 overs. I mean, the Mumbai Indians were put into bat, and the pitch was supposed to be a little slow in the start, but they have well balanced their innings, and they have put up a fighting. I mean, a very good score indeed of 199. I mean, this speaks volumes about the characters in the Mumbai Indians dressing room and how they stand up to the crucial games and when it matters the most. That is what Mumbai Indians' DNA is all about, and that is being shown in this game once again. Brunt and Matthews paced their innings, started cautiously, rotated the strike, picked the gaps, and once their eyes were set in, they capitalized on it and they pressed the accelerator and they built a strong platform for the final overs. And Brunt carried it all along and scored a beautiful century. And what a way! The first century in the WPL belongs to Natskivir Brun, and she's also the orange cap holder. So, welcome back to the Chase. RCB are 25 for 1 after 2.5 overs. Grace Harris was looking dangerous, but she's been caught out by the wicketkeeper Rahila Firdaus, and Grace Harris departed for 15 of 9, which included 3 boundaries. I mean, she was looking in prime touch with the 3 boundaries that she hit, but she swung across the line and gets an under edge. And Rahila took a very good low catch. And Shabnim Ismail has provided the crucial breakthrough for Mumbai Indians. And now, after 3 overs, RCB are 26 for 1. And Georgia Wall is at 5 of 3. And Smriti Mandana is at 6 of 6. Bengaluru require 174 runs with a required run rate 10.24. Haley Matthews comes into the attack, and that's out. Smriti Mandana is dismissed here. That was not a good ball. It pitched in the middle and was onto her pads. She tried to play it across. I think she got a top edge, and Poonam Khemnar runs back to take the catch, and Smriti Mandana is dismissed for 6 of 7. And that's curtains for the evening for the Bengaluru's keeper. I mean, that wasn't a very good ball to start off with Matthews, but when it's her day, everything is going her way. That's how cricket is. Fine margins, and RCB lose both openers in continuous overs. Smriti Mandana catch Poonam Khemnar, ball Haley Matthews, dismissed for 6. This will be a great exposure for the RCB middle order to prepare for the next stage of the tournament. And now the new batter to walk in is Gautami. Oh, she was extremely unlucky there to get a top edge. And Poonam Khemnar completes the proceedings and gracefully accepts the catch. Matthews bowls in, and Georgia sweeps it to deep square leg region for a boundary. She crouched down well on one leg, had a good weight balance, and swept it across for a beautiful shot in the deep square leg region, and that'll be 4 for Georgia. This is a perfect template for RCB to test their middle order before the next stage of the tournament begins in. Matthews once again coming around the wicket. She's bowled it onto the pads, and Georgia Wall hits it to the mid-on region. No run. Once again, Matthews traced down the leg side. I think she's got an under edge, and the wicket keeper completes a wonderful catch. Rahila Firdos, you beauty. That's a good catch. And the umpire raises his finger. And that's curtains for Georgia Wall. I mean, two wickets of two bad deliveries for Haley Matthews, and everything seems to be going her way. The ball was well down leg side, and Georgia tried to sweep it over fine leg, but it caught the bottom edge, and there was Rahila Firdos. What a wonderful catch by the wicketkeeper, and RCB are reduced to 31 for 3 in 3.5 overs, and Georgia Wall has been dismissed for 9 of 6. Haley Matthews turning to be crucial for Mumbai in their must win game today. She contributed with the bat, and now she has come back with the ball to torment RCB. Mumbai Indians carrying their culture and DNA. They hit top notch form when it matters the most, and their team is now gearing to the next phase of the tournament, and they are hitting the right gears by coming into top form. Radha Yadav walks into the middle. Good length ball from Halle Matthews, and she taps it back to the bowler. No run. 5 runs and 2 wickets of the first over of Halle Matthews, and RCB are 31 for 3 after 4. This scenario could be a blessing in disguise for RCB to test their middle order and the lower order and how they perform under pressure. Especially moving on to the next phase of the tournament. Gautami Nayak has been really impressive with her innings the other day. I hope she gets one more good knock. Oh, that's the commentator's curse. And she's been knocked out. Ismail Shabnam fires it in, and the stumps are castled, and Gautami is dismissed. RCB in deep trouble, 31 for 4. This is an excellent display of bowling by Mumbai Indians, especially Shabnam. She's cleaned Gautami up completely. Gautami was caught on the wrong foot, and the stumps are castled. Gautami has to take the long walk after being dismissed for 1 run, bowled by Ismail Shabnam. RCB have lost 4 wickets in the last 12 balls. But here, to be honest, this ball was too good to be for any batter, not just Gautami, any international level bowler too. Shabnam Ismail fired it in straight and fast, and Gautami was surprised with the pace. RCB need to ensure that they reach a decent score to maintain their net run rate, which could come in handy when the final top 3 have been decided. Wicketkeeper Richa Ghosh walks into the middle. Foolish delivery on off, and Richa hits it to mid-off region, no run. Ismail Shabnam running in once again. I think she's rolled her fingers, and that's a half-length delivery. Richa tries to cut it through the point region, but misses it. No runs. That's a dot ball. Shabnam Ismail once again, shot and outside the off stump, and Risha Ghosh taps it to the fielder in the extra cover region, and that's a dot ball. Shabnam Ismail is firing in once again. Good length delivery, and Richa goes, respects the bowler and taps it again to the cover region. No runs. Shabnam Ismail has been keeping it tight extremely with the line and length, and she's been consistent throughout the years, and she's a proven match winner, and she's executing when it matters the most. Last ball of the over. Is it going to be a maiden wicket over? Shabnam Ismail outside the off stump, and Richa goes, drives it past the point region. Amanjot Kaur should cut it off. Oh, Amanjot Kaur drives and tries to stop the ball. She completely misses the flick, and the ball races into the boundary. And that'll be the first boundary for Richa goes. And she opens her account, and RCB are 35 for 4 after 5. An extremely good shot by Richa Ghosh. She opened the face of the bat and drives it square of the wicket, and that'll be 4 runs added to her tally. Radha Yadav and Richa Ghosh need to build a partnership so that they can stabilize the innings just like the Mumbai batters did. And once stabilized, they can use the accelerator. Radha Yadav, oh my god. I have been the biggest commentator curse once again. Radha Yadav. The adrenaline kicks in. It is just the day of Halle Matthews. She's caught by Shabnam at the long on region. She goes for a big shot. It was a well flighted delivery, pitched outside off stump, turning into the batsman. And Radha Yadav goes for the big shot, which was extremely unnecessary and immature with the circumstances. And she departs for a duck. Third wicket for Matthews, and she's got 3 wickets of the 7 balls she's bowled. I mean, this is extremely, extremely ridiculous. She's been lucky for the first 2 wickets. A top edge of Smriti Mandana, a bottom edge, caught down the leg side, and now a rash shot by Radha Yadav. 3 wickets to Haley Matthews. This was a floated up delivery, and Radha Yadav's eyes lit up, and she couldn't control her natural instincts, and she went for the big shot, and she's departed. RCP are staring at 35 for 5. Will this affect their net run rate in case any other team manages to reach the 10 points in the table? Nadine D. Clerk flighted on off, and she defends it. Haley Matthews coming around the stump and bowls it into the pads, and Nadine D. Clerk goes down and sweeps it to the fine leg region. And the fielder from the deep square fails to stop the ball with a dive, and that'll be 4 runs. Full toss once again by Haley Matthews, and Nadine D. Clerk gracefully sweeps it to the deep square leg region for 1 run. RCB need to take a strategic timeout and assess the circumstance and how they're going to approach the next 5 to 6 overs, stabilize the innings, and then see how they can take the game from there. Richa goes for the cut shot. Or there's an edge, and is that being dropped? Or she tried to place it down the third man, and the ball hits the shoulder of the wicket keeper. That's a hard chance, to be honest, on the keeper. Matthews once again bowls it in the outside the off stump region that turns and bounces, and Richa goes, taps it to the mid wicket region. That'll be no run. And that brings an end to yet another successful over for Haley Matthews. RCB are 40 for 5 after 6. RCB require 160 in 84 balls with a required run rate of 11.43. Let's look at the batters to come. I think there's not much there with Arundhati Reddy, Sayali Sadkare, and Shanka Patil. But I think RCB can hope to take the game as deep as possible and then give them last 5 to 4 overs to up the ante. Until then, they can try to stabilize the innings and then take it from there. Amanjot Kaur into the attack. A shot of a length delivery, and it's been pulled to the deep mid wicket region, and that'll be one run. Oh no, there's a direct hit and an overthrow, and the batters scamper for a second one. Amanjot Kaur running in, and D. Clerk taps it to deep cover region for one run. Radha Yadav walks back and is extremely disappointed with herself after her dismissal, especially. That was a very, very immature shot. Once again, tight length bowled by Amanjot and too close to cut for Richa. But unfortunately, there's no edge and extremely well kept by the keeper. That'll be a dot ball. No footwork there, too close to cut, and Richa tries to cut it through the point region once again, misses it, and a very well take by the standing in keeper. Amanjot. Richa dabs it to the cover, mid off region, and that'll be one run as the batters scamper through. The run rate is slowly climbing 157 of 81 balls. I beg your pardon, it'll be 156 of 80 balls now. Very well bowled, straight line, good length delivery. D. Clerk dabs it to the cover region fielder and no run there. The Mumbai Indian bowlers have kept it tight today. Ismail has completed 3 overs. She's given away just 15 and picked up a brace of wickets. Amanjot to the full Yorker length delivery, and D. Clerk opens the blade and slices it in the point region beyond the flying point fielder, and that races to the boundary. I mean, she would have had her heart in her mouth, that was in the air, and Sajana was flying in for the catch, but that's a four nevertheless. 4 to her tally. Nadine D. Clark races to 12 of 7. It's 48 for 5 for RCB after 7. Vaishnavi Sharma into the attack. She drifts it into the batter with the angle. Richa sweeps it to deep square leg, and that'll be one run to Richa's tally. Some minute field adjustments being here made by Mumbai Indians. Vaishnavi once again, a well flighted delivery angling into the batter, and De Klerk dabs it to the cover region for no runs. Vaishnavi Sharma into the pads, and De Klerk sits down gracefully and sweeps it to the deep square leg region, and that'll be backward of square region, and that'll be one run. Vaishnavi Sharma with a very, very smooth action. She brings in a lot of drift with the ball. Vaishnavi Sharma to Richa goes. Oh, that's a half tracker and a lot of width and room. And Richa goes gracefully cuts it down the point region for a boundary. Too much of time there for the batter. Flighted delivery, lot of width, wrong length, and Richa goes cuts it to the backward point region for a 4 runs. Vaishnavi Sharma this time angles into the pads, and Richa goes dabs it to the square leg region for 1 run. Once again, well flighted delivery. No run at Indy Clark. She hits it straight to the cover point region, and that'll be end of the over. 7 runs of the over, and RCB are 55 for 5 of the 8. Amanjot Kaur has been brought into the attack, and it's a one run of the first delivery, no run of the second, and one run of the third and the fourth. And it's the fifth ball. It's a full toss onto the pads, and De Klerk accepts it, nicely sits down and hits it over the deep square leg region for a maximum. She got a good meat of the bat there, and she smashed it for a six, and the ball sails over the ropes. De Klerk will be crucial in this chase. Once again, short of a length delivery outside the off stump, and De Klerk slaps it to the deep extra cover region. That'll be end of the over. 10 runs of the over, and RCB are 65 for 5, and that'll be the strategic timeout. RCB require 135 of 6 to 6, and the required run rate is now 12.27. That's not impossible, but it will need the current batters in the middle to do the bulk of the scoring, especially a very, very healthy strike rate. The partnership is now 30 of 23. I think they can slowly take the game deep and give themselves about 5 to 6 overs to go all in for the chase. The super striker of the season, Grace Harris, 172 strike rate. But Nat Brunt today, the first woman batter or the first batter in WPL to get to the three-figure mark. An innings graced with the drives and sweep shots. Emilia Kerr is back. Oh, Emilia Kerr is back in the team today, and she's been given the ball. Oh, that's short of a length delivery going down the leg. That'll be wide. Emilia bowls the wrong one, but De Klerk has read it, goes back, rocks it to the back foot, and hits it to the deep square leg region for one run. I'm not sure what the talk would be during the timeout, especially in the RCB dressing room. Is one of the batters going to up the ante, or they are going to play it slow for some time and give themselves time to take it deep? Amelia Kerr, once again, the ball stayed low, and Richa goes, rocks onto the back foot and pulls it to the deep mid wicket region for 1 run. Amelia Kerr once again comes in, very well bowled, very well flighted, and D. Clerk hits it to the cover region. Harmanpreet Kaur makes a diving stop, but the batters scamper for a single. A good stop by Harmanpreet, and the batter had to scamper in to complete the run. Emilia Kerr, oh, that's a well bowled delivery, very well flighted into the batter, probably a googly. It was well tossed up, very well tossed up, and Richa Ghosh was completely beaten in the air but managed to get a bat on it. No runs. Amelia Kerr bowling a tight line, and once again Richa Ghosh tried to hit it to the third man region. I think she gets a bottom edge, and that'll be 1 run as the ball goes to the short third man region. I also request the listeners to hit the like, comment, and subscribe and engage with the chat so that we can discuss cricket game. Yet another googly. Nadine hits it to the point. Wanted to take the single, but Richa rightfully sends her back and denies the single. After the halfway stage, RCB are 70 for 5 and they require 130 runs in 60 balls. I mean, it will be pretty well on the back of the mind of the RCB team, coach, and the management that they need to first get to safety to ensure they maintain a decent NRR. Nats Xavier Brunt, who was taken apart in the first over for 16 runs, is back into the attack. Oh, she's bowled it well wide outside the off stump, and that's going to be wide. Again, well wide outside the off stump, but within the wide guidelines, and that is a good delivery. Richard tries to cut it, asks for a wide, but correctly denied. It's a dot ball. Nats give a run to Richa Ghosh. It's a back of the hand delivery, and Richa Ghosh mistimes the ball. She's tried to smash it to a ball, didn't look at the change of pace, and she's hit it high in the air. Haley Matthews is coming in at long off region. Oh, and she's dropped a sitter. She's dropped a sitter. Matthews can't believe that she's put down a sitter. And Richa completes 1 run. She was tempted by the slower delivery or the half volley delivery, but I guess she failed to read the change of pace and she went for it. And Haley Matthews drops a sitter. Brunt to Clerk. Oh, that's played extremely fine to the third man region. That'll be four. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but four nevertheless. D Clerk moves on to 28 from 19. One run to sweep your cover. RCB require 123 in 56. Once again, the back of the hand delivery, well bowled within the lines. Richagos leaves it and asks for a wide. The umpire denies it. And Brunt has a wry smile on her face as she foxes the batter once again within the wide guidelines. Brunt to Richa. Richard tries to sweep it, but it's gone to the square leg fielder. Clerk wanted to scamper for the single, but Richard denies the single, and that'll be a dot ball after 11 RCB or 77 for 5. That's just 7 runs off the over. I mean, one of the batters will have to raise up their hands and press the accelerator to ensure that they stay within the reach of the required run rate. RCB now require 123 runs of 9 overs, and Emilia is back into the attack. Once again, Nadine D. Clark goes for the sweep, and she's been caught in the corner region by Brunt. That's the end of the hope for RCB perhaps today. Nadine D. Clark dismissed for 28 of 20. The pressure was piled up by the dot balls which Risha Ghosh consumed in the previous over, and it was evident that one had to go for the big shot in this over, and D. Clark falls in the first ball of the over. It was a flighted delivery, and Emilia Kerr, as usual, has been clinical with her googlies. This was a well floated googly. It pitches and bounces. Nadine went for the sweep but couldn't keep it under control and gets a top edge. Brunt gracefully accepts the catch. D. Clerk has now to depart for 28 of 20 with included four boundaries of which four boundaries of which one was a maximum. Once again, it was a googly to the new batter Arundhati Reddy, and she taps it back to the bowler. Dot ball once again. RCB are 77 for 6. Will this game affect their net run rate? I mean, they are comfortably placed in the top of the table, but God forbid if Mumbai or the other teams, I mean, the Gujarat or the other team wins the couple of games, they will be stranded at 10, and will them cost them the first place. Oh, well bowled, but the ball kept low. Very good take by the keeper. An attempt for stump, but I think the batter was well within the crease. But third umpire has been taken by the leg umpire. Good keeping, very good kept, very well kept by the wicket keeper. Rahila Firdos. She's been extremely good with her gloves today. An under edge, a diving forward catch. Very well floated delivery. Oh, the batter is out of her crease to drive the ball. I think there's no edge there, but I think the third umpires will even look for a edge just to confirm that the batter is not caught behind, and then we'll look at the stumping. So is that a stumping? I think the batsman is well inside the crease. Arundhati tried to come down the pitch and drive it hard, but misses the ball completely. But she drags her back foot inside the crease well within time. 123 of 50. Emilia runs in once again, or this time bowls it around the back, and Reddy rocks back and taps it in the front of the cow corner region and easily picks up a single. Is this the time the RCB need to take a tough call and convey it to their batters that they will ensure to secure a better net run rate and not go for the chase? It is to be seen how the management looks at these circumstances. Will it be a decision made in haste if they go all out for chasing the 200, which looks far within their reach now? Or do they play smart and sensibly and strategically and better their net run rate and get to a decent total? Well, you never know. With Richa Ghosh and D Clerk, they could have gone for the win. I mean, they could have tried for the win, but now with one hand into the tail, this looks a tough decision. If they have to go for the chase or play smart and better the net run rate just to maintain the top position once the entire fixtures end of all the teams. Nonetheless, RCB require 120 of 48 balls with the required run rate now touching 15. Just 3 runs of the last over. Emilia Kerr, the Kiwi, known for her googlies, has kept it really tight. She's given just 6 runs and picked up a crucial wicket. Ismail Shabnam, she's back into the attack. She's got fire in her eyes and she's running in quick and fast, fires it into the stumps, and Arundhati hits it back to the long on region, easily collected by Brunt, and that will be 1 run added to her tally. Shabnam Ismail, or there's being some minute field changes being made for Richa Ghosh. I think the offside field has been brought inside. Richa goes most to the leg side, but the bowler cleverly bowls it into her pads, and that'll be one run. Mumbai Indians have come into this game and made a big, big statement that we are here to stay and we are here to play. They are carrying the Mumbai Indians DNA right through. Their players are picking up right form when it matters the most. Shabnam Ismail is a good length delivery, and she's tapped it to the right side of left side of the bowler, and they have scampered for a single, and Shabnam Ismail has got a direct hit. It needs to be seen whether she was short of a crease, and the Mumbai Indian fielders are positive that this could be close. It's a direct hit, and Richa is struggling. Is she out of a crease, or did she just make it in time? The umpires are having a closer look. I think she's just made it in time by a whisker. Richa Ghosh. Richa Ghosh was struggling to make it in, and she's just managed it in time. Richa Ghosh is struggling today with the strike. She's just 16 of 23 balls with a strike rate of 69.57. She's finding it extremely difficult to time the ball. Oh, great shot by Richa Ghosh. She strides forward and slices it over the offside region in the deep extra cover region for a wonderful, wonderful boundary. She takes a couple of yards outside the crease and then slices it into the air. And Amanjot Kaur dives in to take the catch, which would have been a wonderful, wonderful catch. And it passes her one bounce into the boundary, 4 runs. Shabnam Ismail runs in and she spots Richa Ghosh walking down once again, and she bowls it short. Very well bowled, very well bowled. And she's beaten the batter, and the ball hits it into the gloves of the wicket keeper. Dot ball once again. Well anticipated by Shabnam that Richa is going to walk out once again. 113 of 43. Shabnam Ismail once again running in. Richa Ghosh walks forward and then rocks back because she was expecting a short pitch delivery once again, playing with the mind of Shabnam Ismail. And this time she has managed to fox her, and she has rocked back to the back foot and pulls it to the backward square region for a wonderful, wonderful boundary. I mean, she made a couple of steps towards the front, and Shabnam would have thought to bowl the short pitch, but Richa stepped on to the back foot and then pulls it away, one bounce into the rope, backward of square region. That's 11 runs of the over, and RCB are now 91 for 6. I hope all your listeners are enjoying the commentary as well as enjoying the women's cricket game, the WPL 2026. I request you all to like, comment, and share on the video and show your support as you all have been. Vaishnavi Sharma into the attack. And Arundhati Reddy hits it back to the bowler. It's in the air. Oh, just short of Vaishnavi. Almost a catch. Once again, Vaishnavi well floated delivery angling into the batter, and Arundhati hits it straight back to Vaishnavi, and there's a misfield and the batters scamper for 1 run. Richa Ghosh will be tempted to take the long handle now, especially against the spinner who's been floating a lot of deliveries. She's gonna take the gamble. Vaishnavi Sharma floats it wonderfully, and Richa Ghosh goes inside out, and she's hit it in the sweeper cover regions. One bounce into the phone boundary, 4 runs. There were no fielders in the deep in the offside region, and this was a well flighted delivery. And Richa goes, opens up her stance, and goes over the infield, and one bounce into this boundary. Vaishnavi to Richa goes. Richa steps down, but hits it straight to the long gone region. 1 run. Vaishnavi Sharma strays down the line, and that'll be wide. And once again, well kept by the keeper. Vaishnavi Sharma bowls it into the pads, and she stuck it to the deep square leg region. That's going to be 1 run. That's the. Sorry, there's one more delivery to go. RCB require 101 of 6. And Richa is now on 29 of 28. And she goes to the leg side and tries to pierce the infield on the offside, but unfortunately hits it straight down the throat of the fielder on one bounce along the ground, sorry, and that'll be a dot ball. 99 for 6 after 14, and RCB require 101 of 6. Let's look at the batters to come. Sayali Sadgare, Shriyanka Patil, and Lauren Bell. Not much of a batting to come, with just 6 overs required and the required run rate reaching 16.83. The management would have made it clear to reach a respectable total to ensure a safe net run rate. Brunt is back into the attack. Very well bowled. And that'll be 1 run to the long off region. Nats gave a Brunt to Richa Ghosh. Attempted slower ball. And that'll be wide. You have to be extremely wary of the amount of variations and the trick she has up her sleeve. Brunt, she's a complete cricketer with the bat, ball, and the field. Brunt, oh, it was not that short, but Richa couldn't get the pull right properly, and that'll be 1 run to the deep mid wicket region. Nats give a Brunt to Reddy. Arundhati hits it to the backward point region, and that'll be a dot ball once again. Nats give a Brunt wide again, Yorker, but well wide side the off stump. I mean the wide guidelines and dot ball. Nats give a one shot of a length, and Arundhati pulls it to the long off region for single. The star of the night, Nats Xavier Brunt, 100 of 57, 16 fours and 1 6, a knock filled with graceful shots. Yet again, I guess this is a back of a hand slower delivery, turns into a full toss, and Richa Ghosh is not going to miss out on that. She's hit it over the cover regions for a boundary. Natalie earlier today became the first batter in WPL history to score a century. She was almost run out in 99 once again, but it was her day, and she becomes the first batter to get to the three-figure mark in this prestigious women's cricket tournament organized by BCCI. This is end of the over, 108 for 6 after 15. RCB required 92 in 30. I reckon RCB should be aiming to get in at least 50 to 60 runs and reduce the deficit as much as possible. Emilia Kerr into the attack once again, into the pads, and Reddy dabs it to the leg side for a single. Emilia Kerr to Richa Ghosh. She goes for the reverse sweep straight to the short third man region. Oh, and there's been a misfield from Vaishnavi Sharma. That's a big, big mistake. She's let the ball run through her legs, through her hands, and that'll be four for Richa Ghosh. She's let the ball go completely, and that'll be four to Richa Ghosh. Great shot by Richa Ghosh once again. Four in the deep extra cover region. She goes inside out. A well floated delivery, and she sliced it over the cover region, and that'll be four. Richa Ghosh is slowly upping the ante. She goes inside out, a couple of bounces, and the ball races into the boundary. 83 of 27. Can Richa Ghosh manage the impossible, or will she bring RCB close to the target? Once again, a short pitch delivery and too much of weight, and Richa Ghosh cuts it to the boundary in the sweeper cover region. Extremely poor bowling. She's not bowling it to her field. She's bowled it well outside the off stump, and Richa Ghosh cuts it through the infield with no fielders in the deep. That's an easy, easy boundary. Amelia Kaur flights it very well outside the off stump, and Richa Ghosh lofts it to the long off region. One bounce to the fielder, and that'll be one run to her tally. Emilia Kaur once again floats it in the air, and Reddy dabs it to the long off region, and that'll be one run to the tally, and that'll be the strategic timeout. RCB are 123 for 6 of 16, and they require 77 in 24 balls, with Richa Ghosh 47 of 36 and Arundhati Reddy 9 of 14 in the middle. Shabnam Ismail has been wonderful today with her line and length, and she has completed her spell of 4 overs, 25 runs, and 2 wickets. And Haley Matthews, extremely lucky today. 2 overs, 10 runs, 3 wickets. She got 1 wicket off a top edge of Smriti Mandana, and then 1 wicket of Georgia straying down the leg, a bottom edge, and well caught by the wicket keeper. 77 of 24 balls. That is the equation, with a required run rate touching close to 20. To be exact, it's 19.25. RCB still have 2 games, 1 game in hand. After this, they'll be playing the UP Warriors on the 29th, while the Delhi Capitals will be playing the Gujarat Giants tomorrow, and then the UP Warriors on the February 1st. It needs to be seen how the table is poised extremely especially after the league stage. Can DC win their remaining 3 games and take the top honors, or will RCB be at the helm, which they have been right since the start of the tournament? Mumbai Indians, coming off 3 consecutive losses. This match was a big game for them, and they have come in effectively at the right moment. Their batters coming into form, and now their bowlers. No wonder they're all-rounders, especially Haley Matthews and Natskivia Brunt. Emilia Kerr is one such person who can be a crucial all-rounder if she finds her form, like you have seen in the previous WPL editions. Amanjot Kaur is back into the attack. Oh, that's a half tracker, well bowled outside the off stump. And Arundhati Reddy cuts it to deep backward point region, and that'll be a boundary. It was a half tracker, a lot of width there, and she's cut it to the deep backward point region, and that'll be 4. Amanjot Kaur and Reddy hits it back to the bowler. Oh, was there a chance there? It was tough on the bowler, but she's definitely dropped it. It was dying down on her, and she's failed to hang on to the catch. I mean, the reflex time was too less, but still, at this level of cricket, you're expected to take those. Amanjot Kaur to Reddy, 1 run to long on. Is this the over Richa Ghosh is gonna take on? What would have been the words and the message from the management during the timeout break? Let's get to 160. Let's get to 170. Come on, Richa. Here you go. Amanjot Kaur runs in. Full length delivery outside the off stump, and Richa's hit it to the deep extra cover region, and it'll be 1 run cut away by Brunt. Amanjot Kaur runs in. Oh, and Reddy pulls away. She pulled away because of the distraction. The towel has been dropped by Amanjot Kaur during her delivery run in. That's a dead ball called by the umpire. RCB have already qualified for the next stage of the tournament. Arundhati ready. Short of a length delivery. She tries to pull it again, and the balls hit back to the bowler. And this time, Amanjot accepts it gracefully. One time too many to make a mistake, and Amanjot gracefully takes the catch. And that's the end of Arundhati Reddy tonight. She's gone for 14 of 18. She struggled with the timing. And RCB are now 129 for 7 as Arundhati departs for 14 of 18, caught and bowled by Amanjot Kaur. This is a good headache for RCB management to have, as this game will give them a perspective of how they can prepare for the big games, and this will put them back into the drawing room and look for more strategies and how they can prepare on this kind of a wicket, especially when the ball comes in slow during the start, and how their batters need to pace the innings, which the Brunt showed it effectively. Amanjot Kaur to Sayali Satgare. She hits it right towards the bowler and she tries to go for the run, but Amanjot has grabbed the ball and she's hit it. Sayali is found short of a crease. The umpire raises her finger. She has to depart for a golden duck. Wonderful piece of fielding. Amanjot Kaur runs to her right, grabs the ball, and in one motion throws the ball direct hit at the batter's hand. And she celebrates it, and she's happy. No wonder. Wonderful, wonderful fielding, and Sally doesn't trouble the scorers at all. She's off for a duck of one, and RCB are now 129 for 8. Where did RCB lose the game today? I mean, they haven't lost it till, but do you think what was the main reason for RCB to be at this situation today? Could they have chosen to bat on this wicket? I guess choosing fielding was the right option, but the Mumbai Indian batters, especially the partnership between Haley and Natskivier Brunt, was a thorn to the RCB's hopes, and some erratic bowling by the RCB bowlers today, apart from Lauren Bell, who's kept it really tight even in this high pressure game, giving away just 21 runs and picking up 2 wickets. The new batter in Ishranka Patel. Natskivier Brunt to Ghosh. Dot ball. Knocked back to the bowler. Not Natskivier Brunt to Richa Ghosh. Lot of width there, half tracker, and Richa Ghosh has smashed it into the boundary for a maximum. That's 6 runs. 50 for Richa. That's an incredibly well played innings. She started extremely slow. She was struggling to time the ball. At one stage, she was around like 16 of 23 deliveries. And now here she is, 55 of 40. She is showing the team how one needs to bat in this sort of a slow paced wicket where you take time to settle in, get in your eye, and then up the ante, spend some time in the middle. That's how this game needs to be played. I mean, it's extremely, extremely key that she might have observed this game right from behind the stumps how Haley and Brunt paced the innings, and being a wicket keeper, she might have adapted that into her game or have understood the wicket better than any other batter in the RCB camp. And no wonder, not just she has understood, she has implemented it too. Wonderful six, an incredible shot to raise the 50. Smriti Mandana is applauding her for her lone battle. It is a good length ball. She hits it over the sweep cover for a maximum, and yet another 50 into Richa Ghosh tally. Richa Ghosh shuffles and tries to scoop, but it hits directly into the helmet. She should be fine, but as per the protocol, the physio runs in for a concussion test. Brunt to Shreyanka Patil, wide. Once again, straying down leg. We saw the Brunt, the batter, coming into prime form today. Mumbai Indians will be hoping to find Brunt, the bowler, pretty soon into the tournament. Once again, a slower bouncer, and this time it has hit the helmet of Shreyanka Patil. Once again, as per protocol, the physio needs to run in for the concussion test. The batters and the physio are having a laugh. That's two times in the span of two balls. The physio is coming in for the concussion test. Shreyanka Patil attempted the pull and she completely misjudged the length and the pace of the ball. She struck on the underside of the helmet. She looks fine, and the physio seems happy too. Richa Ghosh suggesting Shreyanka Patil to go for the uppercut for that sort of a deliveries, and the batters are having a laughter out in the middle. Oh, she went for the pull, and she's got an edge onto the helmet. I thought she missed the ball, but there was a thick edge, and the ball hits it onto the helmet. A lone battle staged by Richa, 55 of 40. 63 of 13. That's the equation. The required run rate is, well, 29.08. Skeevier Brunt with the last ball of a spell today. False start by the bowler. She gets back once again. She's running in one last time today. It's a short ball. And is that wide under four? Or did Shanka get some bat on it? I think she's got some bat on it and it runs past the wicket keeper. And that'll be 4 to end the over. RCB are 141 for 8 after 18, and they require 59 of 12. Amanjot Kaur bowls a full toss, And that's a cakewalk for Richa Ghosh. Hits it straight down the ground for a beautiful maximum. She's muzzled it. She walks across the stump and straight into the side screen for a maximum. 160 should be the target for RCB. Once again, Richa goes over the long on region. That's a big, big six. She's lost her balance, but she's managed to get good meat on the bat, and that's it. Another maximum 12 runs of two deliveries, and now RCB are 153 or 8. She's gone down on her leg, lost her balance, but managed to hoik it over the long on region for a big, big six. That's one of the biggest sixes of the night, I guess. Richa goes taking it deep, and now she's unleashing the final power in the last 2 overs. Amanjot Kaur running in once again. Back of a hand delivery, and Richa goes hoiks it over corner region for yet another six. She stayed and waited. She anticipated the slower delivery, watched it till the end, and she's rocked back and pulled it over the cover corner for a big, big six. That's 18 runs of three balls. Great shot by Richa. In fact, she's hit it off the front foot. She's pulled it off the front foot, and that's three maximums in a row. 41 of 9. RCB are 159 for 8, and that's 160, as I told you, boys. Some tense scenes in the Mumbai camp as Harmanpreet Kaur has a big chat with Amanjot Kaur. Richa Ghosh is taking a stance, covering all the three stumps. She's standing low. Is she going for yet another hoik or sweep across the leg side? Amanjot Kaur coming round the wicket, and Richa Ghosh tries to hit it along the leg side, but all she can manage is one run to long on region. Probably she mistimed it. Some deep discussion before this ball between the cores. Once again, Harmanpreet Kaur making some changes in the field. She's bringing the long off inside the circle, and probably she's going to bowl the full length Yorker wideouts of the off stump delivery as the deep point goes back. Beautiful shot by Shranka Patel. She goes down the leg and scoops it to the backward square region for a wonderful, wonderful bowl. She's guided the ball well to the deep backward square region, and that'll be four. What an expensive over. 23 runs coming of 5 balls, and RCB are 164 for 8 of 18.5. One delivery to go in the 19th. Amanjot Kaur. That's a very, very poor ball. Lot of width there, half tracker, and Shranka Patil smashes it towards the deep extra cover region, and that'll be 4. Why wasn't Shranka Patil sent in earlier? I always believed Shranka Patil was a better batter than Arundhati Reddy, and she could have pressed the accelerator, especially on this kind of a wicket where she has a variety of shots She's a very, very talented cricketer, and she's always innovative, finding ways to get runs. And this can be a good pointer for RCB to bring in Shreyanka Patil ahead of Reddy in such kind of a wicket, or when the situation demands where the net run rate needs to be aggressive. Amelia Kaur to bowl the last ball, floated, and Richa steps out and hits it past the bowler into the boundary ropes. 4 runs, straight as an arrow, went past Amelia Kerr like a bullet, and that's crashed into the advertisement boards. That'll be 4 runs for Richa Ghosh. No chance for the long off fielder there. Richa Ghosh heaves a sigh of relief as the ball goes into the boundary. Amelia Kerr once again. Richa goes for the big shot, but completely misses it. She went too hard at the ball and loses her balance, and that's a dot ball. She's completely missed the line of the ball. She went in too hard. The balance of her head was gone in the wrong directions, and she misses the ball. Amelia Clare floats it. It's a 6 over long off. Beautiful shot by Richa Ghosh. That's an extremely good shot. She steps down the wicket and hoiks it down over the long off for yet another 6. What a knock is she playing? 84 of 47. Richa keeps going. Amelia Kerr, a flighted ball outside the off stump. Richa slips but manages to get hold of it. She smashed it over the extra cover region for yet another maximum. That's a beautiful shot. Whoever imagined RCB will even touch 184? She's got it off the bottom of her bat, perhaps. She stretched herself, and that's a beautiful shot into the boundary. Richa reaches into the 90s. Will she be able to get 2 more hits and get the well deserved 100 today? Oh, that's completely missed. She mistimes it to long off region. She denies the run, but that'll be 1 run. The last ball of the game. Richa Ghosh comes in. The ball turns, and that takes an edge and is caught in the point region. That's the end of a wonderful knock by the Indian wicketkeeper Richa Ghosh. 90 of 50 deliveries. A well played knock under pressure, and she's ensured that the net run rate is well within the safe hands as RCB lose just by 15 runs. At one stage, they were looking like they would lose the game by 80 to 70 runs, but Richa Ghosh, what a player. 90 of 49, and she's shown it to the team how the batters need to approach the game, especially in chase like this, especially in such a kind of a wicket where the ball stops initially, is a bit slower, and you need to settle in, just like she observed Nat Scavier Brunt and Haley Matthews from behind the stumps. Perks of being a wicket keeper: you get to read the wicket more than anyone else. And that brings us to the end of the innings. The Royal Challengers Bangalore have managed 184 for 9 in 20 overs, and RCB have won the game. Mumbai Indians have won the game by 15 runs. This was a battle lone fought by Richa Ghosh. I still feel if Nadine D. Clark had got going for 20 more runs and Shreyanka Patil had come in earlier, even that would have been a good chance for RCB to win the game. Arundhati Reddy took 18 balls to score 14, and if those 18 balls were provided to Shrenka and Richa, they could have closed in the gap or even gone over the target and brought in a great chase. But for the Mumbai Indians, they have got the win much when it was required the most. And they move into 6 points, and they have one more game against Gujarat Giants on 30th. Smriti Mandana would be immensely proud of our wicketkeeper Richa Ghosh. What a knock! Single handedly, she's taken RCB close to the target, minimized the net run rate difference, and Mumbai Indians all the way fly into the second position. It's extremely obvious that Mumbai Indians makes it into the next phase of the tournament, be it the men's cricket or the women's cricket. Such is the kind of culture, DNA, and the team spirit and the type of game they play. They come in hard, they come in strong, they come in effective, especially when it matters the most. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today from the WPL match. Mumbai Indians have won by 15 runs. I hope you all are doing good and taking care. And please keep supporting the channel as well as keep watching women's cricket. The women's cricket needs to thrive more and more, not just because we won the World Cup, because we want more sports participation and more children, especially girl children, taking up sport as career or taking up sport as a part of their life. Thank you. Good night. Hope you enjoyed the show. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, keep watching Cricket Beyond Cancer and keep supporting us and keep supporting cricket. Thank you. Good night.